Welcome to the TRBusiness video channel. We are here with 3Sixty Chief Operating Officer Alex Anson. Alex, thank you for taking the time at the start of the week to join us.
Pleasure, Andrew. Great to be here.
So how are you enjoying the new role, and how does it feel to be back in duty-free and travel retail?
It's fantastic to be back in the travel retail family. It's such an amazing industry with such amazing people. It's really fantastic. Over the last day or so, just wandering around the show and last night's opening event, it's great to reconnect with so many great people.
And can you just let our viewers know, just a bit, because you were several years ago, you were just a little bit about your background and how you've come to be back?
Yeah, I've been in retail for over 20 years, originally in UK domestic retail, Tesco and specialty liquor, and then I was with Nuance for over 7 years as commercial director. And I left Nuance to work in domestic retail in a couple of markets, and Roberto Graziani, who's our executive chairman at 3Sixty, has decided that once was not enough and he's brought me back again. So very excited to be joining 3Sixty at this important time in their journey.
And obviously we announced your title just now as Chief Operating Officer, but can you just give us a little bit more an overview of exactly what your aims and objectives are in the short term and long term?
Yeah, absolutely. I think fundamentally it's about getting the customer proposition right in each of our channels and ensuring both our buying but also our execution is aligned to delivering for both our partners as well as our customers. And therefore everything to do with how we do all of those components, from buying to ensuring that it's executed in stores and in flight, and ensuring that we're communicating and engaging with customers. So I'm really excited with that role, and I'm really excited to be able to deliver that from end to end.
And how are you going to set about drawing in your business to business and business to consumer knowledge from the vast experience you have?
I think, fundamentally we all start with getting it right for customers. And if we're all focused on getting it right for customers, most of our B2B relationships fall in line to getting it right for those customers. Because we're aligned to getting it right, be it in the shop, be it in an in-flight program, be it in our Omni solutions, working with key partners, and those partners may be airports or those partners may be vendors, and focusing on really delivering it for customers. So that's the fundamentals.
And what are your thoughts on the well-publicised Omnichannel strategy of 3Sixty at the moment?
Super excited to be joining the business with that agenda. I mean, we've all seen the in-flight sector having one negative trend, the only negative trend really, and I see the Omni opportunity as being the phoenix that brings this sector out the ashes. 3Sixty are making phenomenal investments and working very closely with a number of partners to making this work, and I genuinely believe this is one of the disruptors that could turn around the fortunes of this channel and really take it to the next level. And
we've just had the KRIS Shot launch with the big unveiling. Obviously you joined like I think probably as that was coming
Correct.
to a head. What are your impressions of it, and do you know any of the impact it's had so far?
Phenomenal partnership with the Singapore team, Singapore Airways team and KPL. Phenomenal partnership with significant investments to really deliver a best-in-class execution. So I'm really impressed with the way that this business is going about trying to deliver this. And certainly the numbers that we're seeing are very encouraging. The share that we're now seeing coming through online and the growth rates that we're seeing coming through online are really very impressive and giving us all some great energy for what this business is going to look like.
And can you just elaborate a little bit? You just touched on it just now about the in-flight market and the perception of it. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on how you assess the current state of it now? I mean, we are heading into an omni-channel direction. How do you see the next few years panning out?
I think they're really exciting. I think travel retail has for a long time seen itself being impermeable to what e-commerce is doing to the world of retail the world over. And in our ability to bring Omni to the in-flight channel, it is effectively being aligned to what the customer experiences in domestic markets and being able to turn around the futures of that channel. Because by working with key airline partners, we know the customer, we know what their travel motivations are. We can deliver personalized solutions to that passenger, whether they're outbound, return, whether it's a business flight, whether it's a holiday, and we can deliver fulfillment solutions that are aligned to what that customer wants in the domestic environment, be it home, be it on the seat. And all of those components really will bring this channel to being best in class in what could be a very exciting time.
And obviously, just turning attention to ground stores a little bit, we've had some like significant openings in Pittsburgh. I think we had something in Dallas. I think it was the first opening of the rebranded KRIS Shot 360 fascia. So can you just say how things are progressing on the grounds and what vision do you have there?
I think we've all seen the North American travel retail market as having significant untapped potential in infrastructure, in retail configuration, and basically what 360 is trying to do is to bring the standards of the retail execution in the airports in which we operate to a much higher level, as you would come to expect in other markets. And that really, in many ways, back to your earlier question, starts with focusing on the customer and delivering a much better job for the customer in range and innovation, in value and engagement in service, and going beyond that. I think the North American travel retail market is still fundamentally talking mainly to international travelers. I think we've got a much bigger opportunity to talk to domestic travelers, and how does that then link up with the Omni solutions we discussed at airport level, not just at airline, to tap into a much bigger pool of potential customers. So we're really excited.
And just to bring an element of personalisation, you touched on a lot of things there. We talked about in-flight, on operations on the ground, but a personal vision, maybe cobbling it all together for the next year. If you had to put that, because the first year, what would you say? I mean, you've got a great team at 360. I know that.
He did not prime me for this question for the camera's benefit. My vision is really to make 360 the leading travel retail operator in the channels in which we operate. And by leading, I mean, trusted, respected, and delivering against that. That means we won't be the biggest, but we can certainly be the best in what we do, in in-flight and in ground stores.
And just one final one from me. As an onlooker, before when the rebrand took place from DFAS to 360, I imagine you read the news, you saw what was going on. What was your before you actually gained a first-hand insight of what was going on? How did you? What did you think?
I think it was a great piece of work done by Roberto and Benny, from the teaser campaign to everything that they've done, which is bottom up. It's more than a rebranding. It's not just we'll change the font and the logo. It is cultural, and it's also about who we want to be in our behaviours, in our values, and how we interact. And I thought it was a great piece of work leading up to the launch. And since launch, I think I've been very impressed with the work that was done and how that's taken us to the next level.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that.